Good day, my name is Kaden Mazokere, and welcome to lesson number 3 from my textbook, The Distinction Bound Student. I also have economics grade 11 and grade 10. All right, in this lesson, we are going to start by revising the homework that I gave you in the previous lesson. All right, the first question was, the movement of goods and services in the economy is known as, okay, obviously this one will be a real flow because these are tangible. You see, it's different from money flow. The next one, if income is equal to 42 billion, how much is expenditure? All right, remember that concept. Income is always equal to expenditure and equal to production. So the answer there will be 42 billion. Even if they were to ask, okay, here is if income, expenditure, okay, production, the answer would still be 42 billion because they are always equal. All right, then you can mark those five: taxes, imports, exports, savings, and subsidy. All right, let's get to today's lesson. In this lesson, we're going to talk about leakages and injections. All right, first and foremost, what is an injection and what is a leakage? All right, it's as easy as an injection is a financial boost to an economy. So whenever money has been added into what's already circulating, we call that an injection. All right, so if let's say 10 trillion rands is circulating and then money comes from somewhere else, and now money that is circulating is now 11 trillion, let's say, that will be an injection. And if 10 trillion is circulating and then something causes that money in circulation to be 9 trillion, then that something is a leakage. All right, so the difference is an injection is going to add money that is in circulation. By in circulation, remember the topic, circular flow. All right, so I think this is as clear as that. So now we are going to look at our injections, like what is it that we have on that. All right, so in our economy we have investment. Okay, so we normally say investment spending by businesses, and we use the symbol I. So investment spending by businesses, when businesses build new factories, when they build anything that they use to make money, when they invest, we call that an injection. All right, now the question is, where is this money coming from? Well, this money might be coming from what used to be a leakage back then. Like, it can come from savings. Let's say your disposable income is 10,000 and then you spend 8,000 every month. So during the process, there's always a leakage of 2,000 throughout the year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Now, after 5 years, let's say now you have 100,000 and now you want to start a business. Now, that 100,000 that has been leaking from the economy over the years is now going to be injected back into the economy. So it's going to boost the economy. Right, the next one is government spending. And again, this one also is just like investment spending by businesses, but this one is done by government. And it can also work the same as, remember I was saying the savings are a leakage. In this case, taxes are a leakage. So when government taxes, it reduces money that is in circulation. When government taxes, disposable income goes down. So when that happens, you will see that there is less money circulating. However, government also injects money into the economy. So government, yes, they take money from the economy, but they can also inject money into the economy. All right, the next one is exports. When we manufacture goods here in South Africa and we sell to other countries, that is an injection. All right, so we have a formula that we use. J, that is for injection. J is equal to I plus G plus X. All right, so it's as easy as that. Let's go to leakages. Now, leakages, as we said already, I've mentioned them. It's mostly the opposite of what we had just now. So we had exports. When we manufacture goods in this country and we sell to other countries, that is an injection. But the flip side is when we buy goods from other countries, money goes out of the country. So that money that is going out, it's a leakage. All right. The next one is savings. I mentioned it when I was talking about investment. When we get our disposable income, before we even get it, remember there's another leakage that is coming next. Okay, let me just put it there. Taxes. Yes, when government taxes, we see a reduction in money that is in circulation. So our disposable income is less than what companies were paying us because part of it goes to the government. And then now when we get money in our bank accounts, we save part of that, and that is a leakage because that money could have been circulating in the economy. All right, so therefore we end up saying L. So L is for leakages. So we say L is equal to M, which is imports, S savings, T tax. All right. So this lesson won't be long, but there's something I'm going to say just before I end the lesson. All right. So the economy is said to be in equilibrium if J is equal to L. Then it's obviously easy to grasp. So it means in this case nothing happens. The economy does not grow, neither does it shrink because of this movement. All right. And then this is the essence of macroeconomic equilibrium. The level of aggregate production remains unchanged, just like I said. All right, so you can write these notes, and then I'm going to end this lesson by asking you a few questions. All right, I'm going to try and draw. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but let's say we have a drum, and let's say this drum is half full, okay, and it has water, and then there is a tap, and then water is coming in to the drum, but now there is a leakage, so water is also coming out of the drum. If we open this tap and water is coming in, does the level of can this drum get full? Okay, I'm just pausing so that you can also pause, or you can just respond. Do you think this drum can get full if there is a leakage, but we are adding more water into the drum? All right, so if your answer is yes, it gets full, your answer is wrong. If your answer is no, it doesn't get full, your answer is also wrong. So what is the correct answer? I think you know by now. The answer is it depends, because you don't know the rate at which the water is coming in, and you don't know the rate at which the water is coming out. So until we know what's bigger than what, then we can answer the question. So we have three scenarios here. I'll try to write them down here. We have these three scenarios. All right. When these two are equal, then it stays the same. It stays there. When injection, more water that is coming in is equal to more water that is going out, nothing happens to the level of the water. So this here is our economy, if I may say. And so this here is our injection, and this here is our leakage. Now, what if our injection is bigger than our leakage? Then obviously the level of the water is going to go up. All right. So here the economy stays the same, and here the economy is going to increase, or it's going to, the correct word is grow. Okay, because we say economic growth, and this is different from economic development. We'll cover this in when we go to economic pursuits in term 3, but you also have some knowledge from grade 11, because we did this topic for a long time in grade 11. So you know what I'm talking about when I say economic growth, economic development. All right, the next one here is this scenario when our injection is less than our leakage. So if what's coming in is less than what's going out, you see, if more water is going out, then the level of water goes down. So it goes to say it depends on this. What's bigger than what? Are leakages equal to injections? Are injections greater than leakages? And so on. So in this scenario, we have a shrink, or the economy is going to drop. All right. So this brings us to the end of the lesson. And as usual, I'm going to give you some homework. So it says, explain what is meant by a leakage in the economy. Give 2 examples of leakages from the economy. Explain what is meant by injections into the economy. Give 2 examples of injections into the economy. What happens to the economy if leakages are greater than injections? I think you are going to get everything correct, because this is as easy as ABC. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next lesson. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and watch more of such videos. I'll be posting grade 11 videos and also grade 10 videos in future. All right, thank you so much. Have a good day.